Let's see how smoothly I can get this to go. How is it going, everybody? Long time no see. I took another long break, but as you can see here, we are going to be playing some Pokemon Black Nuzlocke tonight. And we're going to be trying out some new things. As you can see, I have a new little setup for my stream here, which is good. Additionally, you might be able to see here, I have a chat box pulled up. So we should be able to see chat on screen, theoretically. We will see. This is my first time attempting it, so we're going to see how it goes. But yeah, to go ahead and test that out, why don't folks in the chat let me know if my audio is okay. Let me know if my desktop's too loud or my mic is too quiet. I think the desktop might be a little loud, so I'm going to turn it down. But yes, let me know how I'm sounding. And we will get started with some Pokemon and see if I remember how to do the controls for this game. Because like I said, it's been a minute. Alright. No, we don't need Seagar communications. That is fine. Yup. Alright. So, last we left off, I don't think it went super well for us. I remember us struggling. Let's see here. That's how I open my inventory. Good. So, here's our team that we have so far. If I remember correctly, this is everybody we have. I did lose a few team members, which meant that I am, unfortunately, stuck with the party I have. So we have Swole, Bits, Metallica, Pinky, Pepper, and Sprinkle. I do still have one revive left. Let me see if I can remember how to get out. It's a good question. Shift. Good point. All right. But yes, so we did lose, unfortunately, our starter, which is not fun at all. It's absolutely miserable, as a matter of fact. But what are you going to do? And I do still have one revive. I okayed it with the chat last time. I get one Pokemon revive, and that's it. But I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be using that on my starter or not. We will have to see. Only time will tell. But one thing I did send... Oh, great. Now you guys get to see that I have a friend that's playing Beat Saber right now. Excellent. What I was saying was... What was I saying? Dang, what was I saying? Oh, I sent a poll out in my Discord channel asking if folks wanted me to do off-stream grinding, because I know that these last couple of Pokemon Black streams have been pretty grind-heavy, but... I am proud of myself for coming up with Swole. You should be proud of yourself. It's a very good name. Can whoever's playing Beat Saber, just not right now, because I don't know how to get that to quit coming up on my stream. But I'm glad to see that the chat is working on screen. Oh, that's not fun. Sorry, one moment. Don't want to lose another Pokemon. Why am I always struggling with this? Pinky, you're gonna finish him off. Oh, Lord. Why am I always so close to losing all of my Pokemon? Oh my gosh. But, yeah. So, Discord poll told me that everybody wanted me to do my grinding on stream, so that's what we're doing. We're still grinding up to face that next gym. Yeah. And that's about what we're up to right now. And folks that are new here may notice that I have a kind of a new setup on screen. Folks that are not new around here would notice I have a new setup on screen. I have a chat on screen now. I have my little character set up at a desk. I'll use some free assets to put this little setup together. Got a new starting soon screen. Everything is looking a little bit more polished, I hope. It's not completely cohesive because, after all, it is really hard to make something super cohesive using only free assets. But I am doing the best I can with what I've got, and I'll hopefully be able to upgrade it a little bit more in the future. One thing that I may do here is, let's go back to the town and get healed up, and I think I might go try some other tall grass, because the problem I'm having is it's really difficult for me to level up Pokemon that are weak to water types in that grass area, because there are Timpoles around, which makes things difficult. I'm also hoping that my audio quality is a little bit better than usual this time around. I have a new setup that I'm testing, which is very professional, where I use a book to prop my microphone up next to my face so that my mouth is right next to the mic. Hi Horace, how's it going? So hopefully the sound quality is a little bit better this evening. Y'all will have to let me know or I'll just watch the VOD afterwards, but we will see. Hopefully. Oh, it's spring now. It's summer now. Okay. We missed a couple of seasons there. Time passes very quickly in this funky little world we have. I mean, after all, it has been a little while since I played, so I don't really blame the game for getting a little bit confused. Let's try doing a little bit of grinding here instead of the grass we were at before. We're gonna keep Metallica in, because I want to start grinding my rock type up a little bit more. Hopefully there's no water types in this grass. I don't remember exactly what encounters you can have here, but we will see. There's a Patrat. Okay, so not a water type. Excellent. You'll love to see it. The level's also a little bit lower, which I'm hoping will mean it will be easier for me to do grinding without risk of death. Because that's the problem I've been running into, is the risk of death. Hit 2 times. Nice. Tackle. And how much damage does that do? Hardly any. Perfect. Because right now I just want to grind without risking getting my guys killed. So, but yeah. How's everybody been doing since I last streamed? I know, like I said, it's been a while. Been a hot minute. Things have been pretty busy for me. But how's everybody been doing? How's everybody's day been going? It's a Monday, which is unfortunate. But, oh, Purloin. We're not going to talk about Purloin. Folks that are maybe new. I did have a Purloin at one point. And I was very excited to have her because I love Purloin. As you can tell by my model literally just being a purple cat. But, yeah. My friend, an audio engineer by profession, used to have his camera atop a stack of video games lovingly dubbed the Tower of Jank. That's basically my whole setup. I don't know if I think I've revealed on Twitter maybe a couple of times, and or in the Discord channel, that my setup for streams, and just recording in general, is extremely scuffed. I have my microphone stacked on top of a book by Lee Bardugo, who, if you've not read her stuff, she's a fantastic author. I have my monitor hooked up to... So, I don't have a CPU because I'm broke. I am using a borrowed Omen gaming laptop that a friend lent me to play all of my stuff, because my computer I use for school is a MacBook, which is terrible. And not only is my monitor literally just HDMI corded to a laptop rather than a CPU, my monitor is also propped up on a book and a stack of penny sleeves for Pokemon cards, because it's all I had. And I have a really small desk with no drawers. We're fighting through it out here. We are going through it. It's also leaned up right next to a window. So if I stream too early in the day, I have the sunset going right into my eyes while I play on my computer. And I also, if it's raining and blowing against my window, everybody on stream can hear how hard it's raining because it hits the glass and makes a big noise. And then, yeah, my setup for streams is absolutely scuffed. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm a college student, man. I don't got money to spend on a good setup. The fact that I have a monitor and a decent chair now is a miracle in of itself. I quote-unquote upgraded my stream setup not that long ago, because it was starting to really hurt my back to sit in my old desk chair. And I used to do everything from my laptop, which was a miserable experience, because I had to constantly look down at my screen. My neck always hurt. So I upgraded to a monitor, and then I realized that the monitor was a little bit too low, and the only thing I had to prop it up was a book. So my books are getting more use than just being read. We are going to put bits in for a little bit, because we moved Metallica up a level. We're going to get everybody to 16 before we start getting people up further. I probably should look up what level this gym is. Am I allowed to do that, chat? Am I allowed to look up information pertaining to the next gym so I know what level I should get my people to? Since this is my first Nuzlocke, I'm trying to go by the rules chat decides, because y'all are the ones who want to watch. Thank God I took that out in one hit, because holy crap, bite is scary. But yeah, what do we think, folks? Do we think I'm allowed to Google information about the next gym, or should I just go in completely blind? That is up to you guys. And also, what do we think of the new setup? What do we think of the new drip with my character and the chat actually being on screen for the first time ever? Boom. Okay, Gust. How much is that gonna do? Not much. Excellent. I don't see why not. Excellent. You love to hear that. Thank you, Horace. Alright. Let me go ahead and look that up then. Pokemon Black Gyms. Going to look that up. Pokemon Black and White gyms. So I fought the first gym leaders. So, ooh, that was a little bit of interesting noise. Okay. So the next gym is Lenora, who's a normal type leader. And her Pokemon are level 18 and 20. Okay, so yes, we do need to still be doing some grinding then. Because I have... My highest level is, I think... What level is my highest? Oh, well, I guess I will find out in a minute, because I got into another battle. Thankfully, I do have Bits, and Bits does have a fighting type attack, which is excellent. It has Rock Smash, I believe? Yes. Which will be good, because I am fighting a normal type leader next. So that means I need to get Bits up to a decently high level so I can utilize that fighting type. So... That's, I mean, I already knew that I was probably going to have to get to a higher level. I just wasn't 100% sure what level exactly I needed to get to. So, let's see here. Let's see where we're at party-wise. My highest level is Sprinkle, who is 17. So we definitely have a long ways to go, because I definitely don't want my Pokemon to be below 18 if I'm going to be fighting an 18 and a 20. I want to get my Pokemon to at the very least level 18. If not higher than that, because I like to over-prepare. I really do not want my Pokemon to die, because we're already really on thin ice over here. Alright, so keep using Rock Smash. Seems to be going pretty well so far. I'm also preferring this area for my grinding, because the other Pokemon were closer in level, but with this, I can do a little bit more talking while I stream, and not worry about accidentally misclicking and getting my Pokemon killed, which has been the source of frustration for the last couple of deaths, unfortunately. So we're gonna stick with this method here for a little while and see how it goes. Oh, what am I doing? I can't use a ground-type move on P-Dove? Bruh. I'm out of practice, man. I need to play more Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon, it's been a little while. What are people's thoughts on the new upcoming Pokemon game? I'm very intrigued to know what people think. I've heard kind of mixed views on it. Some of the new designs were released recently, such as, I think it's Farigiraf is how you pronounce his name, Girafarig's evolution, Farigiraf. They've sent out some new designs for a Pokemon named Ceruledge, and then another variant that I don't know the name of, unfortunately. They put out quite a few new critters for us to view. I actually... A while ago, I actually did record a video talking about my thoughts on the whole Pokemon trend, but I got busy and wasn't unable to edit it. And so I just never put it up on my channel. And so I've heard you can refuse trainer battles if true. Finally, yes, that would be so nice, being able to refuse a trainer battle. It is kind of crazy that that hasn't been an aspect of the game up until this point. Which I guess is supposed to technically add to the difficulty, but I just think it's a kind of unnecessary thing that you should be immediately forced into fighting whoever challenges you, you know? It would definitely be really nice. It would save a lot of time having to backtrack and heal to other towns because you have to go through a trainer before you can get to the next one. I've also heard that there's apparently auto-battling too, which I'm not exactly sure how it works, but apparently there was a whole controversy because auto-battling is a thing, but your Pokemon don't discriminate if you run into a shiny. So basically, if you're auto-battling, your Pokemon could mistakenly kill a shiny. Which a lot of people were kind of mad about, but I'm kind of on the side with the people who are saying, oh, well, oh, Blitzel, I miss having you. I miss having you so much. I used to have one. I used to. Doing a Nuzlocke is so hard on my soul, man. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do another one. It just really sucks. I really love my Pokemon when I play these games, and it really sucks to lose them. Which I guess is kind of the point of doing a Nuzlocke, is because it's supposed to bring you pain. I'm gonna risk another Mud Slap, because I should have enough HP that I won't. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Man, Bits is kind of fast, huh? Bits be kind of quick. Alright, I'm gonna go heal up real quick. Well, actually, why don't we just battle another Pokemon for a little while, then we can go heal them all up at the same time. Because Swole is still level 15 as well. So we'll give Swole some levels real quick, and then we'll head over to heal. But, yeah, the auto-battling thing, I'm kind of on the side of the folks that were like, oh, well, in a real, like, in a quote-unquote real-life scenario with Pokemon, they wouldn't discriminate on, like, whether or not they were killing a shiny, because Pokemon don't care. They're gonna fight. It wouldn't make a lot of sense mechanically for them to alert you if that was a thing. Wow, bud, your low kick really don't do much damage, does it? Bro. Swole. You're not exactly swole. Your attacks are doing jack. Alright, well, let's just use Bide. I don't think anything this P-Dub's gonna do is going to hurt me bad enough to pose a huge threat. So, hopefully a Bide will be able to get me something at least, even though it keeps lowering my attack stat. Man, this P-Dove just is spamming Growl. What the hell? Like, they usually use Growl a lot, but it failed? Why? Why did Bide fail? Is there something... Oh, I didn't know Gust was super effective. Okay, bye, P-Dove. We're gonna put Metallica in. Oh, what was I saying? But yeah, so that's the thing I've heard is the new auto-battling. Oh, I was talking about how I recorded a whole thing about it. But yeah, I recorded a whole video, and it has not seen the light of day because I haven't had time to edit. God, that's so annoying. Can I get this P-Dove out of here, please? This P-Dove is really making me angry. Bro, thank God. Finally. Thank God. Cool. Alright. Metallica and Swole. Nice. Not a whole lot of XP, but we take what we can get. Alright, let's go heal up real quick. But yeah, I think I may actually purchase the next Pokemon game. I'm kind of a Scrooge when it comes to Pokemon. I did not buy Legends Arceus because I personally just wasn't super enthused by the concept. Well, that's not necessarily true. I think the game's concept itself was very interesting. I just wasn't super enthralled by the graphics. And upon watching people play it when it came out and hearing accounts from people who'd bought it, because I almost never buy a Pokemon game right when it releases. I like to hear what people think about it before I invest $60 in a game. I hesitate to spend $5 on games on Steam, so a $60 game I really gotta do my homework on. And I just didn't feel that there was anything in the game that was like, I had to have it, you know? I thought it seemed fine. I didn't think it sounded bad. I just was like, I don't know if it's really worth I want to spend $60 on at this moment in my life. And so I didn't, and I have no regrets about it. I was kind of underwhelmed by some of the designs for the new game, such as the Decidui design. I really don't like it. I much preferred the original Decidui. I understand what they were going for with the kind of archer straw hat look. I just don't think it is executed well. I don't mind the new Typhlosion, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. And I don't care for Samurott as a Pokemon at all. So, unpopular opinion, I know. But I was disappointed by Samurott's design. It was one of the few instances where I wanted a Pokemon to stay bipedal. Because I always am saying that Sprigatito, I want Sprigatito to stay quadruped. I want it to stay on 4 legs and be just a 4-legged animal. I don't want it to pull an Incineroar. And, is that the right name? Incineroar? Where it was Litten and then it suddenly became a big buff man. I don't want that to happen. I want it to stay on the ground. But the Oshawott and Duat line is a line I wish would have stayed on its feet. Because I don't really care for Samurott's design at all. I don't think it really matches the rest of the line. And I was really disappointed when I was younger because I thought that Oshawott and Duat were so cute. And then I saw Samurott and was instantly disappointed. I love water types, man, but that one I was really sad about. But yeah, any other thoughts from folks about the new upcoming games? What do people think of the designs? What do you guys think about that whole new gimmick that they introduced? They always have to have a gimmick for every generation. The old gimmick was Gigantamaxing, and now the new gimmick is this weird crystalline thing. What do you guys think of that? I want to hear other people's thoughts, because I know my opinions on it, and I want to see what other people think about it. Because I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts about that choice. That decision, if you will. Mud Slap. Pow, pow, pow. But, yeah, they're making a lot of decisions about the new game that, like, I don't know how much I like their decisions. Special Defense Rose, that may not be the best for me. I can't remember if Mud Slap is... Yeah, Mud Slap is special, that's what I thought. Okay, well now we know that Rhett is playing a game. I need to adjust my Steam notifications so I'm not getting notifications in the middle of stream. You guys don't need to be knowing what everybody's playing at this exact moment in time. Oh man, oh man. Ooh, Bits is almost 16 though. We're making progress. I'm liking this method a lot better when it comes to grinding. But, I suppose when it comes to the whole new gimmick of games, I wish they'd just quit doing a gimmick, honestly. I don't think it's really a necessary thing to have every single time. I get why they do it, because it's a good gimmick for the cards, and it's a good way to promote their game. But I found that every single gimmick since probably Mega Evolutions has been kind of underwhelming. I didn't really care for Z moves. I don't care for Gigantamaxing or whatever the other thing is. VMAX and Gigantamax, maybe. And I really, really do not care for their new choice of just slapping a hood ornament on the Pokemon and calling it a day. I think that the new gimmick is really hideous and really poorly designed and like clunky and poorly executed. I don't care for it at all and will likely never ever ever use it because it's garbage. Just like I basically never used Gigantamaxing, because why would I? It's there for like 3 turns and you can do 2 moves. But my moves can do a ton of damage either way. So what's the point? I don't know. I'm just being a Grinch, I suppose, but I just never really cared for it. Ooh, that's a good low kick. Heck yeah, let's go. Nice, Swole, finally coming through. I do think the auto battling is kind of a cool concept though. Because if the shiny hunting methods are anything like they are in Sword and Shield, which, by the way, I'm not fond of, the shiny hunting method, because in old games like Pokemon X and Y, for example, you used to be able to do something like, you know, you could, what's the word? There were chains. You could chain Pokemon to try to find shinies, and the more Pokemon you got in a chain, the more likely you were to encounter a shiny one. I loved that method. I shiny hunted a ton with that method. And then there was the method in, I think it was Sun and Moon, where you could basically, you could get a Pokemon, and if you got it to super low health and maintained it there, they could call for help. And when they did, there was a chance that the Pokemon they called for help for would be a shiny, which is how I did the shiny hunting in that game. But in Pokemon Sword and Shield, from what I'm aware, the only way to shiny hunt is to constantly grind, because the more Pokemon you encounter and defeat, the higher your shiny odds get for that specific Pokemon. So, for example, I really wanted a shiny Zigzagoon variant, because Zigzagoon in the new variant was pink when it was shiny, which I loved. The thing with auto battling, can't you just turn it off when you see one you want? Exactly. That's the thing, is that, like, I don't think that auto battling is this big problem that everybody makes it out to be. I think it's fine. Because, yeah, the Pokemon's not going to differentiate on whether or not something's a shiny, but at the same time, you can stop it whenever you want. So if you want the shiny, you can just stop the auto battling and get it. I think the auto battling isn't a bad idea. I don't mind it at all. And like I was saying, I think it'd be actually pretty useful if it's like if they're using the shiny hunting method that they had in Sword and Shield, where you have to kill like 500 of the same Pokemon just to get like slightly better odds at finding the shiny version. Which, by the way, I hate that shiny hunting method. I want them to get rid of it and bring back chaining. Chaining was my favorite method to use. I mean, the egg Matsuda method is fine, but it's not as fun as being able to chain battle. But, I guess in Sword and Shield, the other method that people use is that, I think that if you use, like, the, what are they called? Those, like, little cave things that show up in the wild areas. You can shiny hunt with those, I think. Sword and Shield was my friend's first Pokemon game. His very first wild Pokemon was not only a shiny, it was a rare shiny. What shiny did they find? Now I'm, like, invested. I want to know. What was the shiny that they found? Because I remember a couple instances where I actually naturally encountered shinies. I can remember two very vividly, because I encountered them completely randomly. I was not hunting for them, and both times I lost them and was very upset. The first ever shiny I ever encountered was a shiny Pidgey, and I didn't know what the heck a shiny was at the time. So I googled Pokemon is weird color and found out that that's what shinies were. And then I tried to catch it, but I do not remember this was around the games first came out. That's fair. I mean, it's fair. It's hard. There's like, what, 800, 900 Pokemon these days? Maybe 1,000. I've lost count. I used to know all of them. I kind of gave up on attempting to learn them all. Swole wants to learn Rock Throw. Finally a new move. Yes, please. Get rid of Leer. I will never use Leer. But, as I've said once and I'll say it again, the only stat I care about lowering is the HP stat to 0. But, yeah, it's really hard to keep up with Pokemon these days. There's so many of them. But, alright, let's see how we're looking here as far as levels go. I think everybody is at least level 16. Excellent. Well, let's get somebody new in for a little while. Let's get Pepper in. I haven't battled with Pepper in a long time. So, Pepper, you go in first. You're probably not going to be super useful for this gym battle, but I want all of my Pokemon to stay around the same level. But, words. I want them to bring back shiny chaining. That's basically the sum up of what I was trying to say. I really don't like the new shiny hunting methods. I want them to bring back the ones that they used in X and Y. X and Y, in my personal opinion, is the most, like, entertaining and successful 3D Pokemon game. I think the best 2D Pokemon games are Black and White and Black and White 2. And I think the best 3D games are X and Y. I don't know why that is. I think it's just, part of it could be my nostalgia bias because I loved that game when I was younger. But, which is weird to think about that came out that many, I don't remember exactly how many years ago. But, unfortunately, you must head off. Gotta work at 6:30 a.m. Hey, no worries. I totally get it. I've been there, trust me. Have a good rest of your evening. Thank you for tuning in for a little while. It means a lot. It's nice to have folks to actually talk to when I stream. But have a good rest of your evening. Get some sleep. Have a good day at work tomorrow. But yeah, I think that I personally think that X and Y were the most successful 3D Pokemon games. Pepper leveled up. Love to see it. Just, and like I said, it could be nostalgia bias, I don't know, but I remember having the most fun with those. I liked the chaining method for shiny hunting. I liked the layouts of the different cities. Like, particularly, I can't remember the names of them anymore because it's been a long time since I played X and Y. Mostly because I lost my game cartridge for Pokemon X and all of my progress, which was soul-crushing. But one thing I liked about it is, like, the main, like, big urban city in the game had a circular layout, which meant that if you wanted to use the Matsuda method for hunting shinies, you could just go to that city and shove, like, a piece of paper under the joystick of your 3DS, and it would automatically turn itself in circles, and you could use that to hunt for hatch eggs very quickly, as long as you had a flame body Pokemon in your party. I love how I'm talking as if I'm basing all of my game stuff off of how you hunt shinies. My favorite thing about post-game is hunting shinies. I like to hunt shinies. But I didn't mind Sun and Moon. I thought Sun and Moon was a fun game. I liked it. Not as much as I liked X and Y, but I was fine with it. I thought it was good. I think that if I remember correctly, my biggest gripes with Sun and Moon were I didn't really love the clothing options, because when they introduced in Pokemon X and Y that you were able to change your trainer's look, that was revolutionary for me. I love trainer customization. I think that's an awesome thing that they should have in every single game ever that they make for Pokemon. I like being able to change the hairstyles, the eye color, the clothes, everything. I love customization. Because I like my character to be personalized. I don't ever make them look like me, but I like to change the way they look. But, I really didn't like the clothing options they had available in, Sun and Moon. And I get that it's because it was like a tropical island, and tropical get-ups are really not my personal aesthetic. But I just never really cared for it. And then I just didn't like that aspect. The trial things you did, it's been a long time since I played Sun. But the trials that you did were like you had to go fight the taboos. I never used the customization that much. I like the standard designs. That's fair. It's not for everybody. I was just always somebody who really liked it. And I do think that the original trainer designs look good. This is not by any means an attack against the original designs, because I do think that the original trainers look really good. I just personally, I like to put my little special touch on everything I can. It's why I nickname all my Pokemon. It's why I change the way my characters look. It's why I started to draw, because I wanted to make things that I liked. But I just like doing that. It's fun to me. I use a lot of, like, just creators and stuff for fun. Like, Pickroo is a pretty popular one where you can just, like, go on there and use a bunch of free asset things to make your own characters or make your own likeness or just do character creators. I just think that stuff like that's super fun and a fun way to pass the time. But, so I always loved that. Guess I'm not really one for personalization. In games where you can name the protagonist other than Pokemon, I pretty much always just go with the canon name. You know, that's also pretty fair. When it comes to, like, the naming, I'm a little bit less strict on the personalization. I haven't used my real name for a game since I was probably 10. even before I started streaming, I named all of my characters Hush. Because that was the username I went with online, and I just don't really like the fourth wall breaking of being called my own name in a video game. I like having it be what it is. So the canon name thing, I can kind of understand. For me, I always just put Hush, because that was just what I went by online. And that way, if I ever battled somebody online, I would have the same username that I used on every other website. But I mean, hey, I'm not gonna knock you for that. I totally get it. Sometimes it's just better to play the game as it was intended. As God intended. And by God, I mean the developers, or the writers, whoever came up with the original names and designs. But, yeah, I can kind of get that. But for me, I'm always a stickler about that kind of stuff. I customize everything. Oops, my cursor's there. I customize everything, even on my MacBook, which by the way, some people think that's a flex. It's not. I hate my MacBook. On my Mac, you can like customize the colors, you can customize the toolbars. Probably the only thing I would say that I have the option to customize and then haven't done is on my phone. I haven't done that thing where like you can customize the widgets to all like be a solid color and match your background or whatever. That's one thing I've never done. Mostly because I obsessively categorize all of my apps into smaller category boxes. So it would be kind of pointless to customize the widgets because you can't see them. But it's really funny. I'm so disorganized in my life, but the one thing that is organized is, by God, shut up, internet security. I don't care. Oh my God. The one thing I do have that is organized is my apps. Even on my iPad for drawing, all my apps are organized into their little boxes. So I know what I use for what. I have one category for stuff I never touch, I have a category for stuff that's sometimes useful, and I have a category for all of my drawing stuff on my iPad. Because, honestly, not going to lie, I basically just use my iPad for art and taking notes in college. I know that I could, like, watch TV and stuff on it instead of my iPhone. I just never do. It's mostly an art tablet. But yeah, I just... As far as the new Pokemon games go, I'm intrigued. Cautiously optimistic, if you will. I hope they're good. I don't like the gimmick, but that's fine. I never do. I just hope the next generation of cards keeps up what they're doing with the Pokemon cards. I'm a big fan of the Pokemon cards, and I really love some of the art they've been doing. I want them to make more full art trainers, and I want them to include a lot of very popular old trainers in their decks. Hint, hint, specifically, I want them to put N back in the card game. Because, okay, so for people who don't collect Pokemon cards in cardboard obsessively like I do, and my beloved, exactly, thank you, correct. N is my favorite character. He's the coolest. He was in middle school. He was the lock screen on my iPod Touch. Like, that guy was my life. I loved that character. And I still do. I think he's a fantastic character. And, when they started printing out new cards, they printed a really awesome full art trainer of N. Ooh, Mudslap. Sorry, I'm distracted. Mudslap, what do you do? 20. 20's not that good. Definitely don't want to get rid of Headbutt or Rock Blast. I mean, I'll never use Harden, though. I'm not overly enthralled by Mudslap, but I think I'll take it over Harden, because I'll just never use Harden. I'll probably never use this either, but we'll see. Anyways, what I was saying was, in the Pokemon sets, they print full art trainers, which are like a rare card that has, instead of just like the tiny little character portrait, it has this really cool big portrait of the character that it's displaying, and it's generally got some sort of like holographic material or shine to it, They're really gorgeous, and I absolutely adore them just for their art. And they released a couple really gorgeous and full art cards. But the problem is that, yes, I'm a collector, and I appreciate cards for the collectability, but I also like them for their art. And sometimes I just want a card because it looks good. But that card is so expensive now because they no longer print the set that has the card in it. And since they don't print the set, I can't pull it naturally. And I also can't just buy it as a single because it's crazy expensive. Because it's a rare card and it's a fan favorite character. So I kind of just want them to print more end cards so I can have at least a chance of pulling one. Because I really like them. Kind of like with the Evolution cards. They did those full art Evolutions a while ago, I think the set was Darkness Ablaze that they did those in. Which... Darkness Ablaze, they don't even carry at my local comic book shop anymore, which is how I know I'll never see them again. And I never did pull one of the big Evolutions, which makes me so sad. But to be fair, I also never did buy a booster box, because I'm too broke for that. Have been buying a ton of Pokemon cards lately, though. Haven't had any huge pulls. Right now, my best friend still has the best pull out of the two of us. She got a... golden rare double colorless energy. I can't remember what set that was from, but I was wicked jealous. She let me have it because I collect the cards, but she didn't just let me have it. I traded her for it, but I was really sad that I did not personally pull it. I was grateful she gave it to me, but sad that I didn't have that luck. But I've had decent luck. I got a holographic last time I pulled. I always seem to have better luck with cards when I go visit her versus when she comes to visit me. For whatever reason, whenever I buy Pokemon cards from my local comic book shop, I get cursed and never get anything good. But it balances out because I get free cards there sometimes, because people leave behind their bulk that they can't collect and or sell, and I collect the bulk so I can build my own decks. But I never do have collectability luck from that shop, unfortunately. My best friend got the good card from there, though. She has the good luck from my shop, I just don't. But, yeah, what can you do? I have been playing a lot of Pokemon TCG online lately. I've really been getting back into that. It's super fun. What I probably should do is my comic book shop locally does have Pokemon tournaments during the weeknights, on a specific weeknight. I just haven't been going because kind of intimidating to go play Pokemon with people when you yourself have never built your own deck and or haven't played against somebody in probably 10 years. That and I have a really close friend that goes there all the time for, I believe he goes for their Warhammer and Magic the Gathering nights. And he said that the Pokemon nights are mostly kids, which is not really my vibe. I would want to play against adults, not children, because interacting with young children makes me uncomfortable. Let's use low kick and see how that does us. I love the little whistle that does. It's almost like a wolf whistle sound. Ooh, nice. Yeah, see, this area is so much better for grinding. I really wish I would have come over here and done this sooner. That other area is a terrible spot to grind. This is so much better. Because I can actually interact with the stream without having to worry about accidentally misclicking and dying. This is so much better. But, yeah, I probably should just get over my own social anxieties and actually go out and try to play some real Pokemon. I wish that my college's Pokemon club was more active, because they did have one. I just don't think they're doing any events anymore. A lot of the clubs on my campus just don't seem to be doing events anymore. It seems like I have this curse where every time I join a college club, the club instantly stops meeting. I wish I was joking, but it's actually very true. My college has a Pokemon Glow Club, but not an actual club. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Pokemon Go would still be kind of fun, though, because at least you could, like, go walk around campus with people who have a common interest, and you could go and do that kind of stuff, and it'd be really fun. our school has the club, but they just don't meet anymore. At least it's listed on our school's website as having like 3 members, and their calendars have no meetings or events set up. But I mean, I technically could go to, I believe that we have a club on campus that does, like, a combination of board games and D&D and stuff like that. And they might do stuff like card games there as well. On the bright side, the anime club's a lot more active than it was last year. Yeah, see, I almost joined the anime club on our campus, but, my friends kind of recommended me against it. And, our school has this one event every year where clubs like will come and advertise themselves to new students. And the one year that I went, the anime club, they had a body pillow of some female anime character at their booth that was very risque and made me uncomfortable. And so I don't think I would attend their meetings. I don't know why they did that. It was really awkward. And I probably was not the only potential female club member that was dissuaded by that, because it was really weird. But yeah, either way, like I said, my presence is basically club poison for some reason, because it seems like every club I join somehow just stops meeting or shuts down. I don't know if it's just because I have terrible luck or what it is, but for example, I was a member of this like volunteering club on campus that does like, they do like a bunch of volunteering in our local community, and I joined it just for fun because I always participated in their events anyway, so I figured I may as well be a part of the club. But after I joined their club, they had a single meeting where I was the only where I was the only member that wasn't on the executive community that came. And so I said, okay, yeah, just send me some more information. And then I never heard from them again. So don't know. And they still held their event and everything, and they had people to staff it. But for whatever reason, I just never got another email from them. And I know I wasn't taken off their email list because they've emailed me this year asking me to rejoin their club, which I'm not going to do because last year I joined and they didn't do anything. So I don't know what to make of that whole situation. And then the other thing was I was a part of my campus's pre-law club because, fun fact about me, I want to go to law school. And we were active for... I joined the second semester of my sophomore year. So they were active the second semester of my sophomore year. Or no, it was the first semester of my junior year. And then they were active the entirety of my junior year, which was when I was a member. And then this year, I have not received a single email from them or any communication. And my theory with that one is that the president of the club graduated, and I don't think anybody stepped up and took the position, so the club just quit meeting. Which is really unfortunate because it was a great opportunity for me to do some networking, but they kind of squandered it. And I can't exactly take on the president position myself because despite wanting to go to law school, I'm a biology major, so I'm constantly busy. Because being a biology major sucks. I love it, but it's pain. It's awful. I have to take chemistry and physics and advanced biology, and it's not fun. But it is, but it's not. I'm gonna take a drink 1 second. Let me take a drink. I've been doing all this talking and not had a single drink of water. I even brought a water bottle up here with me. What the heck? But yeah, the thing with advanced bio is that it's really fun, but it's really hard and takes up a ton of your time, and I just would never be able to manage being a club president on top of all that. It would, like, I was the vice president of one of my residence halls, and even that was a lot, and that was me just being VP when I didn't have to run the meetings or do meeting prep, so I could not imagine. I do kind of miss having that kind of group, though. It's a shame I don't live in a residence hall anymore because it's no longer an option for me. But I've kind of given up on clubs at this point. At this point, I'm kind of like, I am just going to do me and do what I want to do, and it'll be fine. So far it's worked out pretty good. But I do think about occasionally trying to get back involved in clubs again. They don't have a whole lot on campus I'm interested in. I thought about joining their amateur ornithology club because, little fun factoid, I love birds. I really love birds. I feed the birds. I know a lot of bird species. I love birds. I'm basically 90. But once again, the club has like 3 members and they never have meetings on their calendar. So I don't know if they're even active or not. I also used to be a part of this one club where it was basically like a medieval fighting club where everybody would like make foam swords and shields and you just go beat the shit out of each other. It was awesome. But I quit doing that because all my friends quit doing it. And also, some of the people on the team took it way too seriously. And I did not want to get bruised. I was just there to have fun. But they would whack the shit out of me every practice. And I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm done with this. I don't need a grown-ass man beating me with his full strength with a foam club. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Because there's some non-student members of the organization. And so there was like this one guy who was like probably late 20s, early 30s that was like, he would just fucking hit you no matter what, indiscriminately, would just beat the shit out of you with that club. And I was like, you know, I like this, but I don't like being bruised. So I'm gonna call it quits. It also was difficult because I have a fucked up ankle from where I used to play soccer in high school. I injured my ankle and it's been screwed up ever since. And so running is not something I can do very easily unless it's on like a treadmill, but even then I usually use ellipticals because my leg is screwed up. But so I couldn't really run, and I got like the crap beat out of me every single practice by these dudes that would just smack the shit out of you with that. And not just dudes, there's a chick that hit the shit out of me too. But I'm like, dude, can't y'all just like hit me but not try to bludgeon me to death? How about? Because like if you get hit, you're dead, you're down. So it's not like I could get back up. You didn't have to incapacitate me. I don't know. I just thought it was really way too much. I get that everybody's gonna have a team, like members of the team that are gonna try way too hard and make things way too big of a deal. I was just there for fun. I didn't need to get the crap kicked out of me every practice. I did make a weapon though. I have a foam weapon. So I can theoretically beat the crap out of people with my own foam sword if I wanted to. But yeah, I miss that, man. That was such a fun time. I just really wish that people weren't like that. There's a lot of stuff I miss about freshman year. I wish it hadn't been cut so short. Because of the big long cold that I will not name that made me go home from school and live with my parents for the entire second semester of my freshman year. Alright, I'm gonna go heal real quick because Bits' fighting type move is almost out of PP. Listen to that little jam going, hell yeah, I love that. The music in these games is always bopping. I gotta tell ya, I've had a lot of qualms about Pokemon in recent years. I don't love the 3D games, but one thing they always get right is the music. The music's always good. I can't think of a single Pokemon game where I said, oh wow, this music is terrible. I've liked all of it. Even the stuff for Sword and Shield, where I wasn't like a big fan of the gameplay, music slapped. I liked the, I didn't like the Gigantamax and gimmick, but I liked the music that would play when you did Gigantamax. So I would almost always use it specifically so I could hear this song. I just liked the way the music changed after your Pokemon did it. I thought it sounded really good. Which is funny because a lot of people said they didn't like it, but I did. But the one thing that they did flop on, and that they will continue to flop on, is Pokemon doesn't use voice actors. So that freaking, what is it, cutscene that had Pierce, where he's supposed to be, like, singing and they're playing this song in the background, it's so bad. Because it's not, he doesn't have a voice actor or, like, even a Vocaloid tone or anything to go with his mouth movements. So it's just really uncomfortable the whole time. I really hate it. I wish they'd just get voice actors or at least play a piano to represent his vocals or something. Like, whoa. I just killed an Audino. I forgot. They give you a lot of XP. Nice. Let's go, Bits. I think the only one we have left up level up then is Pinky, right? Yes. Switch. Pinky. This one's gonna take forever to level up too. Because Pinky only knows one attack and it's double slap. And it does not do much damage. So we're gonna be here a while with Pinky. Do, 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 do. But yeah, the music always slaps. Never a dull moment when it comes to Pokemon music. I like it. Oh, that's actually doing more damage than I expected it to. I guess it's true that I'm a level 16 compared to a level 10, so I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. This is a much more efficient way of grinding, though. I like this much better. Alright. I think I'm going to take a quick break and be right back, because I do need to use the restroom. But I do want to keep playing for a little longer, so I'm just going to go use the restroom. I will be right back. And I'm back. Thank you for your patience. I do want to stream for a little bit longer. I'm having fun playing. But at the same time, I really had to use the restroom, and I will have to eventually log off because I do have some stuff I need to get done this evening. I was just in the mood to stream. I thought it sounded like fun, but I do have some stuff I gotta get done. I have an exam tomorrow for my comprehensive human anatomy course that I need to study for. I also have a plant biology exam on Wednesday that I need to study for. Woo, nice double slap Pinky, let's go. Love to see that. That was pretty good. Nice. So there's that, and then there's also, I'm in the middle of editing my final episode in my Portal video series. So very sorry to the folks who have been waiting forever for me to finally finish Portal. I'm currently editing the last episode right now. It just is taking a long time because I had a couple of things I had to put in to go with my video. Couple disclaimers, not necessarily for bad things, but for me being stupid. And like, dang, Pinky, let's go. Good lord, she's an animal tonight. Alright. This may not take as long as I thought it would. But, I have to edit some stuff in there, and then, like, I'm also trying to make my editing a little bit more high tier. My first few videos that I edited, it was mostly just a lot of simple cuts to get rid of me stuttering or messing up my reading. Now also I could would take a break while recording and I'd cut that out, and that would just be, dang, Pinky is killing it, holy crap. But that would be the main editing I did, and then I just upload it, sometimes with background music thrown in. But I'm trying to step my editing up a little bit more and include some fun aspects of it. Like with my Portal series, I will generally include at the beginning of the video a recap of what happened last time, or something I thought was really funny from the previous time that I played. Such as, not the episode I'm editing, but the episode before that one, I died a ton on one specific part of the game. And so I not only edited a compilation of me dying a lot, but I used that as my previously on Portal intro in the next video. So I'm kind of trying to do stuff like that to kind of take my editing up to the next level. And I'm hoping that it's enjoyable to watch. I think it's entertaining. I think it's funny. But I'm also doing small stuff like, one thing I tested in the last Portal video I did is I noticed that Portal is a very quiet game. A lot of the sounds you hear in it are mostly just ambiance of Aperture falling down around you. Or just machines whirring or stuff like that. And so it just didn't have a whole lot of interest going on in the background. So I started, I recorded some of the Portal OST to put in the background of the video, because I mean, what are they gonna do? Knock me for using the Portal OST? I'm literally playing the game. So I used the OST in the background to kind of add some more audio interest while I played. I tried to make it pretty subtle so it wouldn't be super obvious that it's edited in. And I think it was pretty successful. I wonder sometimes if it may have put in a little too loud, but I think overall it's pretty decent. So I've been doing really small stuff like that. And I'm hoping to kind of keep that trend up for video games I play in the future, because I do plan to do more playthroughs on my YouTube series other than just Pokemon TCG. For example, one game I probably won't do the background music for, but one thing I've definitely thought about doing is, I think that I may start... I post, obviously, all of my stream VODs, or at least the majority of my stream VODs from this game on... I post a lot of them on... Sorry, I keep getting distracted because my game's audio is doing some weird stuff. I'm gonna real quick run from this battle and save this game, because it's doing some weird audio things, and I really don't want this to crash and me to lose all of my grinding I did. So we're gonna save real quick, and then we'll continue grinding. I don't really know why the audio glitches are happening. I haven't done anything differently. But I digress. I've been thinking about... I post all the VODs from my Pokemon Black playthroughs onto my YouTube channel, but I've been thinking lately about going back through my old VODs and editing them down into a smaller, more digestible series that people could watch instead of trying to watch all the hours of my VODs. Because I understand that not everybody likes long-form content. Long-form content is what I like. I like to watch videos that are a couple hours long, but I get that that's not everybody's cup of tea, so I'm not going to knock people for it. I can't tell if it's my headphones or the game itself that's having audio glitches. folks in chat, if I have anybody, will you let me know if you can hear the audio freaking out or if it's just my headphones? Because my earbuds are a little wonky. They do stuff like that sometimes. And I can't tell if it's me or if it's the game. Not really 100% sure. Could very well be one of... It could be either... Getting a little concerned by the audio tearing. Let me try something real quick. Sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna try this. Alright. Let's see if that helped with the audio issues. If it was my headphones, I... No, I'm still hearing it. Ooh. Man, is it my headphones or what is this? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah. 1 moment. Let me try something else. Upon reviewing the stream footage, it is my headphones. These things are kind of garbage. Oh, I thought that might be the case. Unfortunate. I'll just have to live with it. I will live with it. I will get over it. Maybe it will be better if I do it like this. Jesus Christ, everything's falling apart. Alright. Let's see if maybe that helps. Man, Pinky is really killing it with the double slaps tonight. She's really getting some good combos in. But, yeah, I need to get new headphones, man. My headphones are kind of garbage. They're kind of not good. I wear earbuds when I stream, and they hurt my ears and don't always work. Oh, professional streamer. The joys of being too broke to buy real equipment. Ahaha. Anyways, what I was saying before I got distracted by my audio going in and out, is that I want to start editing these videos down to a more digestible length and making a a much shorter series that's easier for people to watch in case they don't want to watch 1.5 to 2 hour long VODs. Because I understand that that's not everybody's cup of tea, even if it is mine. So that's kind of something I'm considering changing in the, not changing, I'm still going to upload the VODs, but something I'm considering trying in the future. But I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do that, like prioritize doing that, or if I want to maybe just do one video with all of the best moments from my series, or if I maybe just want to not do any of that and focus on putting up a new game with a new series that's YouTube exclusive that I don't play on stream. I'll probably ask about it in the Discord, which, by the way, if you don't... Well, actually, I don't know if ! Discord works right now. Let's find out. Let's do a little bit of testing. I'm gonna try using my Discord command and see what happens. Chat. It doesn't work. Oh, I forgot. I need to fix that. Okay. I will fix that. I've completely forgot that that was a thing. That my Discord was having issues. Okay. Good to know. I will fix that. And I'll actually be updating it because, recently, instead of using separate links for everything, I've just started using one link. I used a website maker called Card, which allows you to make a website with all of your links to your social media pages. And that is what I've been using to lately in video links and stuff like that. So I think that I probably will just make one exclamation point that takes you to my card page. Alright, we're all level 17. We've done some really good progress here. We are going to get some more grinding going. I might want to get all of my Pokemon to at least level 20. And then we'll see about maybe leveling up from there, because that would be at least matching the level of the highest level Pokemon in the gym. Because at this point, I just really don't want to lose anybody else. I'm already so low on Pokemon, because I've lost a ton. So I really don't want to risk losing any more in the gym. So probably I'm going to try, I might overlevel for this gym just so I don't lose anybody. Because even though I'll be at a pretty big advantage with me having 2 Pokemon that know fighting type moves, and with her only having 2 Pokemon in her party, I still just don't want to even risk it. It's really tricky stuff, man. But yeah, I'll probably ask in the Discord page what people think about me editing down the Pokemon Black thing. See if they would rather have me... See if you would all rather have me continue to play the game and just upload it as VODs, or if you'd rather I edit it down and prioritize editing these instead of trying to do a new game instead. And the other thing I'm probably going to do is the game I need to pick back up. I need to pick up Danganronpa 3 again. I was doing a blind playthrough of Danganronpa 3. The first video I uploaded was a video of me playing Danganronpa 3. And I haven't continued it because Danganronpa 3, if I'm going to be honest with you, while a fun game, is very hard for me to voice act and very hard to edit. Because it's a ton of me reading, and I constantly am tripping over my own words, and that makes it really, really difficult to get those videos up. And with me being as busy as I am, it's hard to justify putting that much effort into editing something and getting it up, when I could instead do a different series and do twice as many videos without having to take nearly as much time. So, we may put Danganronpa on hold, we will see. It's all going to be kind of up in the air, honestly. I honestly don't even know if I'm going to be able to continue streaming or recording for a while, because oops, don't need to talk to her again. No, thank you. Because during the school year, I live in my own apartment, and I do all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But after I graduate, there's going to be a gap in time where I may go live with relatives while I work to save money for graduate school. So, depending on if I do that, I may not be able to stream for a while because, oh, this is not good. Sprinkle, get out of there. Sprinkle, get the heck out of that battle. This is not good for you. Who has a good, you have a good attack against that. But my family does not know I stream, and I don't want them to know that I do. So it will be kind of difficult for a while if I do end up going back to living with my parents for a summer to continue to stream. I'll hopefully still be able to do videos because I can just do those in my own time, even if it's something as simple as just doing an art video for a while, where I just do the commentary over the top of it as often as I can. Only time will tell. We will have to see. But hopefully it won't come to that. My hope is that wherever I end up going to school, I'll be able to move there immediately, get a place immediately, and live on my own for a little while before I actually start up graduate school. But it's all going to be pretty dependent on where I end up getting into school, and if there's a place for me to live at the time. And what the job market's like, because I'm gonna need money. Gonna need a job. I have a little bit right now that I've saved, but not enough to sustain myself for a whole summer without working. Oh my gosh, another Blitzel? Are you serious? Can I please just get a non-electric type so I can keep leveling Sprinkle up, please? But anyways, enough about my future. Oh man. But, yeah, so I'm trying to pick back up on it during the school year. So far so good when it comes to me keeping up with this stuff. I really enjoy this kind of thing. The fact that I don't do it as often as I should is unfortunate, because I really do love streaming and doing YouTube videos and editing, or else I wouldn't do it at all. I am very much of... I very much have a mindset of if I don't like it, I won't do it. Which is why it's really hard for me to take classes I'm not interested in. But I'm hoping to do a little bit more. I have a couple games that I've bought that would be really fun to do as YouTube series. For example, I was recommended to play the game Hollow Knight by multiple people. I own it. I did record the first episode of it, but due to technical issues, I lost the footage. So I will have to re-record the first episode of the playthrough. But, excuse me, good lord. That is something I would like to do in the future, is a Hollow Knight playthrough. I also bought, I recently bought Slime Rancher, and whether or not I'll do a series of that is kind of up in the air. Really, the reason I bought it is because I thought it seemed like fun. It was on sale for super cheap. I also may do I might do a Minecraft series. They have the new Minecraft update coming out, and I also just like playing Minecraft, so I may or may not do a Minecraft series. We will see. It's hard for me to record because with the Caves and Cliffs update, whenever I spawn into a new world, the chunks loading in often causes a lot of slowness, which is not very good for video quality. But, because like I said, my computer is not this big beefy computer. I don't have a CPU, I have a laptop. So, we will have to see. I don't know, the Caves and Cliffs update, as much as I really like it, did put kind of a damper on me recording stuff with Minecraft. And I can't really do a Stardew series because I've already got 100% completion in Stardew, so it'd be kind of pointless to do a series about it because I've already completely beaten the game and seen everything it has, or nearly everything it has. I know about majority of the secrets. I just like that game. Halloween is coming up this weekend. I should try to record and edit. I don't think I have anything that would qualify for a Halloween game, though. Well, I guess I have one thing, but I don't think anybody would watch me play it. I have this game I used to play a ton when I was a kid called I Spy Spooky Mansion, which would be fun for me. I just don't think anybody would watch me play it because it's a point-and-click I Spy game. Who the hell wants to watch me play that? But I just don't play horror games. Maybe I'll do a video of The Forest or something. I love The Forest. It's really fun. It's like a survival semi-horror, I guess. Your plane crashes on an island and you have to survive against a bunch of mutant cannibal people. Don't know if that really counts as horror, though. I do have Phasmophobia, but that's really more fun if played with friends, and I don't know if I'll be able to get anybody to be on stream with me, because everybody is super busy, as expected. But we will see. We'll find out. Maybe I'll do a Halloween thing, who knows. I just don't think I have anything special for Halloween. And I won't be able to do anything, like, on Halloween. Well, actually, Halloween's on a Monday this year, isn't it? Maybe I could do a live stream on Halloween. I have my best friend comes up and visits me for Halloween. So whether or not we, whether or not I'm able to stream is going to largely depend on if she is still visiting when I would have time. We are gonna go for just a little bit longer, and then I am unfortunately gonna have to call it a night because I have some editing to do. God dang it, another Blitzel, are you serious? One moment, I gotta switch Sprinkle out of here before she gets absolutely destroyed. We're gonna put Swollen. But I'm gonna have to call it a night here pretty quick because as much as I love playing this game and honestly don't want to stop streaming, I do have some editing to finish for the Portal video that I was talking about, and I also have an exam tomorrow for Human Anatomy that I need to study for. So I probably should call it here and go ahead, well, not here exactly, but here in a few minutes, and head off to do that. Though I'd much rather play Pokemon than study for Human Anatomy exam. I really don't want to learn about the intestines. I couldn't honestly care less. I just gotta get through this one anatomy class, and then I can take classes I think are fun. I just gotta get through this semester, and then I can take classes that are fun, instead of shit like statistics and human anatomy. I hate those classes so much, I can't wait to be done with them. I'm not really into, like, the health area of biology. I'm more into, like, the natural world. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in medical school or any of that jackwad crap. Okay. So we got Sprinkle to level 18, so let's put Metallica in for a while and do some grinding with Metallica. Alright. But yeah, the Portal video, if I can finish editing it tonight, should be up on Wednesday. That is the game plan. I'm going to have the Portal video up on Wednesday. So we'll hopefully get that done in time. Because I know that my uploads have stagnated off pretty severely, but like I said, it's just been really busy. As soon as I got a break for a while, it started back up again, and over the summer I just had more time, because even though I was working full-time, I was really tired in the evenings. It wasn't like I had a ton of homework to do when I came home, or studying to do. I was only taking one class, and all the homework for it was due on Sunday, so I didn't have to worry about it too much. But now that the semester's back in full swing, I have to worry more about, like, oh, when is my next assignment due? I have an exam coming up, I need to study for it, that kind of stuff. Which does make it difficult, unfortunately. Let's use Headbutt here to just take off that little bit. Bonk. Nice. So, hopefully I'll be able to keep this up a little bit longer and be able to start getting back into a schedule of things. And it also is like, it helps a little bit that I'm like feeling pretty decent, like headspace wise right now. There are times where like I get a little overwhelmed, and just the thought of streaming or doing something, even though I generally enjoy it, just doesn't sound like something I want to do. I have that happen quite a bit. And I think part of it is also just because the reason I initially started streaming was because I was feeling kind of lonely, because it was summer. A lot of my friends weren't living in town at the time. And the friends that I stayed in contact with over the phone or online were all really busy. And since I didn't really have anybody to hang out with, I figured I would stream, and I'd be able to talk to people on stream instead. And now that the school year's going again, I'm able to interact with people more, and I just don't get the same sense of loneliness that I did this summer. And so it's not as, like, essential for me to get socialization through streaming. But I do love doing it, otherwise, like I said, I wouldn't do it. So I'm hoping to keep, like, getting back into things. I know I say that every single time I stream, but I do really genuinely want to keep going. If I wasn't as busy as I was, I probably would stream a lot more often. But I can't throw school in the garbage to stream, because obviously this is not something I can make a living off of or anything like that. And even if I could make a living off of streaming, I probably would finish school at this point. I only have, like, what? A semester and a half left? I register for my last semester of classes tomorrow. So, like, it'd be kind of stupid to quit now. I've already invested so much of my life and time and money into this, it'd be dumb to give up. Alright. We're getting there, we're getting there. Nice. Alright, I think I'm gonna do one more random encounter, and then I'm gonna heal up and save, and we're gonna call it a night there. I've been going for about an hour and a half. And I think that's gonna be my limit for the evening, because I have some other stuff I gotta get done. That, and my voice is starting to go a little bit hoarse from talking so much. Today has actually been a pretty talk-heavy day. I got to chatting with some of the people in my plant biology class, so I've been talking quite a bit today. Alright. Let's get out of this tall grass, go heal up, and then I'll save it and call it in a stream. Ooh. Why did my thing quit? Okay, good. Sorry, folks. I just had to make sure I was still live. Because my phone fell asleep, but it turned out it was just being dumb. It's fine. Alright, go heal up. Why am I missing the door? Why am I missing the door? I'm not that stupid, I swear. Okay, heal up. Welcome to the Pokemon Center. Yes, please. Thank you much. Sorry if you can hear my clacky keyboard. I'm clicking impatiently to fast forward through her words. Alright, so, summary of the stream. We have everybody at least level 17 and one Pokemon at level 18. So we will probably only have one more stream of grinding before we finally take on that gym leader, which will be amazing. I cannot wait to take on the gym leader and move to the next area because I'm fairly certain the next area is where I can catch a Scolipede, I think is its name? Not Scolipede. The one that evolves into Whirlipede. Venipede, that's the one. Scolipede's the last evolution. I love Venipede. I love that line. I really want one, so I'm hoping that the next area I get to catch one. But we will see. But folks that are still sticking around, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. It would really help me out a lot because I am just doing my darndest out here. Folks that are in my Twitch chat, I'm very sorry I don't have a social link thing set up right now. Let me see. I should be able to go in and grab my Discord link and copy it to send out. I did have my stream set up where you could use the bot to, I did have my stream originally set up where I had the bot ready to go, so you could just do exclamation point in the chat and it would send you the link. But unfortunately, my chat is not working with that for some reason, so. Here, paste, paste, paste. Come on, Control V. Come on. There we go. There's a link to my Discord, so if you're in chat and you're interested in joining, feel free to grab it. My Discord I use for posting. I post every time I start a stream. I post polls there, so if you're interested in voting and participating in any of the polls I have, you can feel free to do that. It's generally asking about, like, hey, what do you want to watch me stream? Or what do you want me to do with this type of streaming? For example, I asked people if they would like to see me stream on, like, stream my grinding, or if they'd rather I do it off stream. I get voted to do on stream. So, that kind of stuff. Generally, that kind of stuff. I also post a lot of art in there. My art generally goes up on my Discord before it goes to any of my other stuff. So if you follow me on like Twitter or Instagram and you want to see my drawings, my Discord page is going to have them first. I post them to the Discord before anywhere else. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, feel free to check it out. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I had an amazing time. I'm hoping I'll be able to do this again later in the week. But yeah, I hope you had a fantastic evening, and I hope the rest of your night is great. Bye!